यानी कि वी हैव टू सी द पोजीशन ऑफ इंग्लिश इन इंडिया, यानी कि हिंदुस्तान में इंग्लिश की पोजीशन क्या है, पोजीशन यानी कि इंग्लिश इंग्लिश लैंग्वेज, यानी कि आपको मालूम है, इट इज नोन टू यू दैट India has been ruled by the England, by the British for so many years, isn't it? And it is known to you that by one way or another way, they have influenced the people of the India. Isn't it? It is by nature that anybody who rules others, he influences them through their language, through their literature, through their religion. And here they have influenced the English, these Indian people with the help of the English, and we have to see this is the very first question to you. And maybe in examination they may say you position of English before independence and after independence. फिर आप कहेंगे सर हमने आपने हमें पढ़ाया नहीं, तो वहां ज्यादा डिफरेंस नहीं है, वेरी लिटिल डिफरेंस, तो वो आप खुद देख सकेंगे, आप जब ये पॉइंट्स करोगे आप खुद देख सकेंगे कि डिफरेंस क्या है. मेजॉरिटी देयर इज सेम है, क्योंकि आफ्टर इंडिपेंडेंस इफ दे हैव लेफ्ट द कंट्री बट स्टिल वी वर colonized. आपको मालूम है our mind is colonized, यानी कि even though they have left, because you know that I already told you that still we give importance to the English. Now NEP has changed the trend, but maybe it may work or it may go against, isn't it? But still we are there in their control, and we have to see what it is position. First of all, we have to write. You have to write. What was this English? It was language of administration and courts. It was, yani ki it was language of administration and courts at the time of when the British were ruling, and also at this time, yani ki after independence, hai na? Is it clear? It was language of administration and courts before independence, also after independence. Also, it is known to you that this English, quickly, language of short लिखो, language of administration and courts. अब short लिखो pointers में, फिर आप लिखेंगे. और language of science and technology. This was English was language of science and technology before independence and also at this time, isn't it? Maybe they may pose separately at this time. You can say that what we have to do, and also it is known to you that all the education is in English language, isn't it? Major of the language material is of all. By education, I didn't mean only education subject. All the education, isn't it? आपने वो Machiavelli का पढ़ा होगा that when he said that one shallop of all the this our literature is now one shallop of British literature is more better than that of whole the literature of this continent. तो मेरे कहने का मतलब ये है कि most of the education was at that time and at this time in English. And this was यानी कि English. This was window to the world, isn't it? We see with the help of this English towards the world. Because why? I already told you that it was the international language, or it is the international language. I told you that why it has become international language. It has become, now we have to follow this English, and at the time of before independence also it was international language. And also it was language of trade and commerce. Also of industries, trade, commerce and industries before independence and also at this time. Maybe they may say separately. And also it is known to you that medium of instruction at this time is mostly in English, isn't it? You see the private schools or the higher institutions, most of the medium of instruction is in English. Before independence also there was some this medium of English, because at that time the schools were mostly the schools were run by the English people, isn't it? Missionaries, very good, and they were teaching, particularly in higher education, they were teaching the Indians in the language of the English. And also you have to remember that it was a library language at that time and also at this time. It is known to you that this time it is the age of science, or we can say computer age. But it is known to you that most of the softwares or most of the programs in the computer, they are also in English, isn't it? And also, this was, I already told you that languages may be two types. That is primary or mother tongue and L2 of foreign language, isn't it? And at that time, before independence, this was the main L2 language or foreign language, because they were ruling upon us, and we were the compelled to study this, isn't it? And also at this time, this is the foreign language or L2 language, which is upon which the whole is of most of the Indian citizens. And also one of the important at that time, also at this time, that is, it was the passport for employment, or it is also at this time passport for employment, for job, isn't it? It is known to you that if you will go somewhere in private sector or in government sector, there they poses you the questions, or they make you an interview in English, isn't it? And the very important thing which goes against the English people, that it helped at the time of the independence. It helped for nationalism and independence. It helped for nationalism and independence. You can say, sir, how? Can you get my question? It helped in nationalism and how? Maybe in the examinations, very short question may be asked upon this. This English helped for nationalism and independence, how? Very good. It is known to you that world has started. We have to communicate. It is known to you that India is a huge country at that time. It was a huge continent. And at the time, also at this time, there were so many cultures, different languages. We were not able to communicate with each other. Bihari, Bengali, other, we were not able to communicate with each other. This language, English, it works as a bridge. Lingua franca. It works as a lingua franca or bridge. Lingua franca is called a bridge.
Interconnected.
Very good. It connected us. Otherwise, a Bihari, and we are Kashmiri. We speak Kashmiri and they speak Bihari. How we will speak each other? Isn't it? And we speak with each other, we communicate with each other in this English language, and this helps us for independence and for nationalism. Isn't it? This is the position of English. I already told you before independence and after independence, there is very little difference that you will see yourself. Not very, only few points. For example, this nationalism and independence, you have not write it after independence. Isn't it? Then another question, another topic of your syllabus is objectives of teaching English. Objectives of teaching English. Objectives means aims. This is objectives of teaching English, but in your syllabus, maybe in the examination they may say in general what are the objectives of teaching English. Maybe, but in your syllabus, or they may say what are the objectives of English at primary level, at higher level, but in your syllabus there is objectives of education as secondary language. I already told you that this is secondary language, L2. Isn't it foreign language? It is not our mother tongue. Isn't it? As secondary language, at secondary level. And did you get what I mean by secondary level? But after this middle, we can say that after primary or after middle, that is secondary, at higher secondary level. Isn't it not at, isn't it? This is in your syllabus. Maybe they also, if they will say it in general, sometimes in the very, these short questions, they say, what is the position of English? At the time you have to say in detail. But in our syllabus there is at secondary level. But there is very little difference, what I mean to say. There is very little difference. Number one, this was English. This was language. It is objective. It is main objective. You will write now. It is main objective was language and literature development. At secondary level, the objective. अब आपको only मतलब short points लिखने हैं. आप देखो ऐसे language and literature development. यानी this is one objective. Language and literature development. language? English language. Which literature? यानी कि it is development. And another one is development of love for English literature. Development of love for English. You may have heard from your parents or from your grandparents, they say that Persian is a great language. That is a aesthetics language. Isn't it? But they changed our mind. They take our mind towards the English literature. These days, the kids say Shakespeare is great personality because they didn't know about the Ibn Khaldun, about other great persons of the Persian or other Sanskrit. Isn't it? Because their main motive was, English people's motive was to develop the aesthetic sense of English literature in the citizens of the India. It is by nature. Isn't it? Another point is development of, I already told you, development of aesthetic pleasure. Development of aesthetic pleasure. For example, you may have seen the Urdu poetry. Urdu poetry is very aesthetic. That touches our heart much more than this. But these English people, they try to develop these aesthetic sense with the help of the English. Isn't it? For example, you have seen these days the little kids, they are speaking the English rhymes. That affected them. Isn't it? Isn't it? Another one is development of translation ability. Development of translation ability. Because I already told you that English is a live language. It has taken words, sentences, other things from other different classical languages. They have translated the books. Isn't it? They have translated the books and with the help of
बेटा जो आपके ये सेकंड सेम के सब्जेक्ट सेकंड सेम
कहाँ पहुंचे? Development of translation. Because they have translated our classical languages into the English. Isn't it? Their motive was to get the literature from ours. Another thing is development of fluency in English. It is known to you that you have seen the people, they are able to speak, but they are not able to speak fluently. But I have already told you, I can also say you that actually language is not taught. Language is taught. I have already told you this. I will say also in our
fluency.
I already told you that a horseman of Pahalgam, a boatman of Jhelum, he speaks English fluently even than us, even though they doesn't know ABC. Because it is, I already told you that it is God. Because they are in the company of the English people. And it is another main motive is to develop hold upon all four signals of the language. Upon all four signals of the language. Maybe in examination they pose another question, which is not in your syllabus, but which relates with you. Hindrances or problems in achieving teaching of English as a secondary language. यानी कि अब हमें barriers क्या आते हैं, hindrances क्या आते हैं इसको अचीव करने में, समझ आ रहा है? In achieving the secondary, in achieving teaching of English as secondary language. Yeah? In achieving the teaching of English, hindrances or barriers है क्या है? Number one, time availability. हमारे पास टाइम ही नहीं है, आपके पास टाइम नहीं है, टाइम अवेलेबल नहीं है. मैंने आपको भी कहा है कि इसके लिए टाइम होना चाहिए. एंड क्लासरूम कंडीशन, आपको मालूम है क्लासरूम कंडीशन ठीक नहीं है, यहाँ चूहा उधर से उधर जा रहा है तो हम क्या पढ़ेंगे, है ना? नॉइज होती है, इको होता है, तो क्या पढ़ाएगा, है ना? तो मतलब क्लासरूम कंडीशन ये तो मतलब ये हिंड्रेंसेस इसके हैं, रुकावटें हैं. और क्या है? फॉल्टी सिलेबस. सिलेबस तो वो पुराना है जो हजरत आदम से आया है, आपको मालूम है वो डिस्क्रिप्टिव आप थोड़ा उन्होंने एनईपी में चेंज किए हैं. इसी तरह मेथड्स ऑफ टीचिंग, मेथड्स ऑफ टीचिंग वो कहते हैं मगर प्रैक्टिकल में तो अप्लाई कोई नहीं करता है ना? यानी कि फॉल्टी मेथड्स ऑफ टीचिंग है, मेरे कहने का मतलब वही है, फॉल्टी मेथड्स ऑफ टीचिंग है. इसी तरह डिफेक्टिव एग्जामिनेशन सिस्टम, जो एग्जामिनेशन सिस्टम हमारा है ये डिफेक्टिव है, किसी ने मेमोराइज किए हैं, मगअप किए हैं क्वेश्चन 5, वही वहां आ गए तो वो बादशाह बन गया। किसी बेचारे ने 2 क्वेश्चन छोड़ दिए या 3 क्वेश्चन वहां वही पूछेंगे तो वो बेचारा परेशान हो गया, है ना। तो मतलब मेथड ऑफ एग्जामिनेशन ये फाल्टी है। या आपने देखा होगा जो इवाल्युएटर्स होते हैं, अगर इसको मुंह ठीक होगा तो इवाल्यूएशन ठीक, अगर नहीं तो इवाल्यूएशन खराब। आपने देखा होगा जिस किताब में आपने ज्यादा अच्छा किया होता है इसमें कम मार्क्स, जिसमें फेल होने का खतरा उसमें अच्छे मार्क्स, है ना। ये विफल होना ही वाला जो फाल्टी सिस्टम है, क्या करें। हाँ, एडमिनिस्ट्रेटिव एंड फाइनेंशियल, पहले ये कंप्लीट करिए। एडमिनिस्ट्रेटिव एंड फाइनेंशियल प्रॉब्लम, एडमिनिस्ट्रेटिव एंड फाइनेंशियल प्रॉब्लम। पैसे नहीं है तो क्या करेगा इंसान, एडमिनिस्ट्रेशन चाहिए नहीं तो क्या करेगा इंसान। हाँ, एंड हेवी वर्क लोड। आपको मालूम है जो आजकल के वो छोटे बच्चे हैं इनके पास कितने बुक्स होते हैं, आपको बस किस बुक को पढ़ेंगे, क्या पढ़ेंगे। हाँ, या ओवर क्राउडेड क्लासेस, बहुत सारे बच्चे होते हैं क्लास में, तो टीचर कहाँ अटेंशन दे सकेगा, है ना। इसी तरह हाँ, लेक ऑफ पर्पस एंड लेक ऑफ टीचिंग एड्स। आपको मालूम ही है हमने बीएड क्यों किया है, ऐसे ही पर्पसलेस, है ना, गोललेस, एमलेस। इसी तरह लेक ऑफ टीचिंग एड्स तो मौजूद नहीं होते हैं, या हम कहते हैं टीचिंग एड्स साथ होनी चाहिए, कहाँ से लाएंगे। हाँ, इसी तरह इंटरफेरेंस बाय सोसाइटी एंड पेरेंट्स। आपको मालूम है सोसाइटी जल्दी मुदाखलत करती है, कहती है अगर आप इंग्लिश करेंगे कहेंगे अब तो ये इंग्लिश बन गए, अंग्रेज लोग बन गए। पेरेंट्स कहते हैं नहीं हमारे बच्चों को अंग्रेज मत बनाओ, है ना। इसी तरह लेक ऑफ रिसर्च। आपको मालूम है, इसी तरह इससे पहले भी मैं आपको कहा, रिसर्च एक्चुअली मीन टू सर्च समथिंग न्यू। हम क्या करते हैं, जो लोगों ने किया है उसी की सर्च करते हैं, इसी को करते हैं, हम इसी को रिसर्च कहते हैं। तो है नहीं रिसर्च। हाँ, एंड इन्फ्लुएंस ऑफ मदर टंग। आपको मालूम है कि मदर टंग मतलब हमें आदत होता है बहुत सारे वर्ड्स का, तो वो हमें इन्फ्लुएंस कर रहा है। तो मुझे लग रहा है ये करके खत्म हो गया। आप बोले हो गया।